Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bilco part number SD709-2, SD709-2. This is a turn handle assembly, and this turn handle assembly is used in a variety of Bilco units, roof hatches and whatnot. We don't know all of the different items that this is used in because they don't provide us with a, an L40. Here's the roof hatch part number, then here's the bill of materials. Unfortunately, we don't know necessarily where all this material is used. It would be great to know that. We don't. In the absence of that information, what we do know is what it looks like, and I can give you the basic dimensional properties of the item. So this is a roof hatch handle. This is the exterior portion that you can padlock in place. We'll include a rubber gasket. That can be ordered as a separate standalone product as well. This is the interior handle with its roll pin already set. And this unit is a zinc, or Zamac, I think it's also listed as, which is a non-ferrous, dense sort of material. It's not used on those roof hatch applications that are non-ferrous like an aluminum unit would be. This turn handle assembly is part of a series of 4 turn handles that are all the same, just the shaft length changes. But all 4 of those are available as stainless units as well. So in order to help you determine if this SD709-2 is the item that you need, the way it's defined is the length of the shaft length. On this item, this is a 4 15/16 shaft length. What that means is the overall length of the shaft, and it is already buried inside of the exterior handle, which is held in with its roll pin. Let's get an idea here of 4 15/16. It appears to be a little bit shy on that, but nonetheless, that's what they're calling this. If I hold that, assuming that the shaft is going to be out in that area, yeah, it's approaching 4 15/16. I don't know exactly where the shaft ends inside of here, but if this end is any guide, it's about 3/8 of an inch over. There's a document down below, a table, which we're going to get to. It also shows us a dimension A of 3 11/16, which this does, which is the underside of each handle, and this is just about 3 9/16. The reason is I have this handle all the way in. If I held that out back a little bit to where it would actually mount, it would be 3 11/16 from the inside of this handle to the tip of my finger to where this handle would be installed. So you need to simply determine what your shaft length is and then order the proper item correspondingly. Okay. This is the exterior. This goes in from the outside, through the lid, through the lock body. There is a link below this video to the lock body as well as the replacement gasket, which these are common to sell. If you get a little leaking, you're probably going to want to replace that gasket. This will come in. The concept is then you'll drive that roll pin and secure your installation. This will also include a couple of hex cap screws. You may notice that one has a thinner head than the other. That thin head is to go over on this side, underneath where the washers have it stacked off. And then the thicker head will go out over here. Okay. Now let's switch to the screen view where we can take a look at that supporting document. So here is the link to that supporting document, and in this table down below is where we're going to see the 4 versions that I've been discussing. The SD709 series, how they differ only in the shaft length, and then its drawing is right above that, okay, where you can see all of that material. It's dimension A that we referred to earlier is right here. And again, this is the turn handle assembly. Page 2 of the supporting document has the stainless version of all of these, and they're just adding SS or S, depending on which model it is. Don't order the stainless version unless you need to, meaning you have a roof hatch, let's say, made of aluminum or non-ferrous base material. because it will substantially increase the cost of the handle. You would order it when you have an aluminum or non-ferrous unit. Otherwise, with a steel unit, you would order the first series up here and above. Okay, that's simply it. Bilco has a full complement of replacement hardware, hold open arms, latching assemblies, lifting mechanisms, gasketing, hinges, etc. And it's all available through our site as well. Let's wrap up this video on camera. In conclusion, if you need a replacement handle and you're unsure of what your shaft length is, measure that. Then use the table on the document down below to determine your order number. The appropriate, turn handle assembly that you might need for your unit. The name Bilco is quite synonymous with roof hatches, load-rated, vault doors, vehicular traffic rated, water rated units. Very often we'll get a phone call from a client that says, and you're simply unsure of what unit you have. Generally what we'll get into is needing photographs of the unit, and the best way, the sure way of getting the proper hardware determined is that serial number that hopefully will be on the sidewall of your unit. So if you have a serial number, that will be the sure way to determine all of the parts that were used when that unit was built, because they do maintain that bill of materials based on that serial number. If you have any questions on the Bilco, this is their part number SD709-2, replacement handle assembly, or any other Bilco product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.